Okay, so I have 4 different Apple II GS system boards. There's a ROM0, I have 2 ROM1s, and then I have a ROM3. And I thought I would go ahead and just show you each one of them and try to at least capture what I have learned about these boards and what seems different, although I haven't spent tons of time examining them. So I'm starting with a ROM0. Best I can tell, this board is somewhat unmolested. I took the battery out. I've swapped in a 3-volt battery here that I can use. And some things that I think are curious here. First of all, you can tell from the RAM chip, which is here, there is a way to identify that it's a ROM0. The ROM1s definitely look different from the writing on them. I found that on the internet, and I can actually try to do a close-up here of a ROM, of what a ROM0 looks like. So there it is, that's a ROM0. Now, other things that I've noticed changes over time. Notice here, there is a place for a keyboard connection, a place for a numeric keypad connection. You won't find these in a ROM3 motherboard. On the standard RAM, it's marked as 64K times 4, so I assume what we have here is each chip represents 64K times 4 bits. So 2 chips would give us 8 bits, so 128K. Same thing with the fast RAM. It's actually labeled as 64K times 4. So I think you've got the same kind of chip configuration there. And I think that's the main thing. Now I'm going to bring up a ROM1. And this also has, notice the keyboard connectors and numeric keypad look the same. The primary difference here is the information on the RAM chip or the ROM chip here. Again, I'll do another close-up for you. There you go. The other ROM1 I have has the same markings on the ROM chip. The memory configuration is the same on this board. There's really no other obvious visual identifiers. Pay attention here. I'm going to show you a ROM1 that's clearly had some changes to it. And you're going to see differences here. You're going to see differences where these keypads are. So let's move this out of the way. This one has also had the battery removed. Now, what's different here is, notice there's actually connectors here now. I don't know if this was factory or if, somebody added this. I have no idea. The other thing that's interesting, and I just noticed it, is look over here. Look at this. What's going on here? There's obviously some changes there. After the fact modifications that took place. No idea what they are. Beyond my knowledge level, that's for sure. If you happen to know what that is, I'd love to hear it. This particular system board still has some issues with it. Don't know, but that's what I got. This is a ROM1. There are some differences. All right, let's get a ROM3. ROM3. Some real big visual differences. Number one, there's 2 RAM chips. Okay. Big clue that it's a ROM3. Down here in the standard RAM area, it looks, the same. The sound RAM appears to be the same. Yep. And but up here, the main memory, fast RAM as they call it, is, you can see there's 8 chips, and it actually says down there 1 meg times 1, which means each chip is 1 meg. We've got 8 of them, therefore we've got a megabyte of memory. There's also a replaceable battery now, which is nice. I did put in a new battery, and you know, I still had the original battery in it after 30 some years. So, you know, there are some other visual differences. Notice the keyboard, you know, the keyboard connectors are not here anymore. Other things have been moved around a bit. It does seem to be less chips on it than what there were on the earlier ones. So there's some differences, you know, up here in this area as well. So, well, that's it. That's what I've seen so far.